In the news tonight, Sarah Myers, alleged killer, remanded to prison. Family has forgiven the suspect.
Nevertheless, we have to bring closure. And I have said before, one way in bringing closure to this whole matter is that we have to forgive. And so my family has forgiven the young man, even though it's a destiny act, we have forgiven the young man.
On International Nurses Day, GPSU assures nurses of its continued support. Brian Richards, the man accused of killing school teacher Corbin Myers, was today arraigned in court charged with the capital offense. The 24-year-old Richards of John Fernand's squatting area appeared in the Diamond Magistrates Court before Magistrate Sinan Scars, where the indictable charge was read to him. He was not required to plea and was remanded to prison until June 23rd for submission of statements. The preliminary inquiry is expected to commence on August 7th. Myers was killed last Sunday at Providence on the east bank of Demerara, following a misunderstanding with Richards, which became physical in the vehicle. The two had earlier met at the Green City Bar, located at the corners of Durban and Vincentian Road. Further, the police are reporting that Myers and Richards arrived at 17 hours 38 and departed at 20 hours 59 on the night of the incident. The suspect said Myers, who was allegedly armed with a knife, attacked him. He said he then struck Myers to the temple with a bottle. The young man said that he was able to disarm the knife from Myers, which he then used to stab him several times about the body, after which Myers got out of the vehicle. The post-mortem examination conducted on the remains of Sir Myers has revealed that he died as a result of crush injuries to the chest, compounded by multiple cutaneous wounds. Myers also suffered 8 stab wounds to the upper left chest, right shoulder, upper left collarbone, left hand, right elbow, and left upper chest. Outside of the courtroom this morning, Myers' brother, Leon, said the family has forgiven the suspect.
I don't think I have words to express, but I want to, first of all, thank the Guyana Police Force. I think they did a magnificent job in dealing with this matter expeditiously and ensuring that the matter reached to the court. And so hats off to the Guyana Police Force, especially Inspector Henry, who kept us abreast with how the matter was going. And so my praise to the Guyana Police Force. We are still hurting. Everybody knows Sir Myers. He was very popular in education and in theatre. He didn't deserve to die the way he died. Nevertheless, we have to bring closure. And I have said before, one way in bringing closure to this whole matter is that we have to forgive. And so my family has forgiven the young man, even though it's a destiny act. We have forgiven the young man so that we can move on with our lives. Whatever happens in the court, well, that's a matter for the law. We have no control over that.
The suspect told investigators that his phone had fallen in the car, and as he was attempting to retrieve it, the car went into reverse, hitting Myers. Richards told investigators that he does not know how to drive. The father of 3 calmly walked into the court this morning to answer to the charge. He will make his next court appearance on June 23rd.
Extra lime, lemon, and you will agree. Extra lemon and lime, it's the two combined. It's one of a kind. Extra lemon and lime. Extra. And when we drinking, drink extra. And when we drinking, drink extra. When we drinking, drink extra. Hey, well if you're in the party or line, I don't like it from the first time. When you see the two, they combine. a drink and taste, you will never decline. Extra lemon and lime. It's the two combined. It's one of a kind. Extra lemon and lime. Extra lemon and lime. Taste the citrus in every sip.
Guyana, ride into the future with the next generation eco-friendly Axiom installed elevators and escalators. Call us today on telephone number 619-0899 or 648-0934. Email us at axiomliftsgy@gmail.com for affordable elevators, escalators, moving walks, industrial lifts, home solutions, modernization, repair, and servicing. Axiom Elevator Services, technology for people on the move.
Running late and can't wait to the gate? We got you. The Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited has introduced a fast and easier way to make payments to your accounts through the GT&T mobile money services. Here's how. Click on the MMG app. Under Services, select Pay Bills. When you are there, look for the Financial Institution option. Once that is done, select Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited to pay your loan or make payments to your savings. Payments to the credit union made easier. GPS CCU, the credit union you can bank on.
I'm Anshul. I'm the manager over here at Brooklyn Institute of Vocational Training. We provide home health aid training here. For that, we have flexible classes, which includes morning, evening, and the weekend class. You can choose any class, whichever is convenient for you. Also, this career is now at the peak. This career pay rate increases from 1909 till up to 2109 now. I speak different languages, which includes Hindi, Punjabi, Urdu, Bangla, and our certificate is recognized all over the New York because we are licensed from Board of Education. Once you graduated from our school, you can work with any agency anywhere in New York. Our address is 110-05 Liberty Avenue, Queens. Guys, I know the name is Brooklyn Institute, but we are located in Queens. I repeat the address, 110-05 Liberty Avenue, Queens. 11419 is our zip code, and my number is 929-386-0092. If you have any questions, you can always call me, and I will be happy to answer all your questions. Don't forget to check our website, www.myBrooklyninstitute.com. Come join our school and get home health aid certificate, as we like to believe changing lives one student at a time.
As Guyana joins the rest of the world in observance of International Nurses Day 2023, the Guyana Public Service Union assured nurses of its continued support. International Nurses Day celebrated under the theme Our Nurses, Our Future, and the GPSU feels that the theme is clearly indicative of the basic fact that an investment in nurses is an investment in our future. According to a statement from the union, every citizen countrywide at some point of his or her lives would have experienced the wonderful care of persons within the nursing profession, and without a doubt have reminisced on the effects of this service on their lives. There is no one who could justifiably deny the positive effects that nurses would have had on his or her life, the union said. While the government has increased the salary of healthcare workers recently, the GPSU said bettering the lot of nurses and other medical professionals also requires other inputs, such as improved remuneration. The salaries of nurses should be improved by at least 75%, and the bunching of these professionals enabled to provide for a clear distinction of seniority, together with the reinstitution of annual merit increments. This would enable these professionals to manage themselves and their households financially while reclaiming their lost dignity within society that was surreptitiously removed over the years, as well as payment of risk allowance in compensation for performing in certain positions. The union is also calling for duty-free concessions. In addition, nurses from the level of staff nurse, midwife, and above should be granted duty-free concessions for motor vehicles. Hours of work considerations. In order to alleviate the tiredness during shifts and decrease possibilities of malpractice, a recommendation was made for shorter hours of work to be contemplated, considered, and implemented. The union is also proposing night premium and transportation. Nurses on night shifts should be paid night premium rates equivalent to time and 1/4 of hours work. Transportation should also be provided for nurses who are required to go to work or come off from duty at very late hours. The GPSU is also calling for upliftment in working environments, continuous education and training, among others. For these and other stories, do visit us at our website www.rdproductiongy.com.